last class we had studied about the resident status, that is computation of or determination of resident status of an individual. The individual may be ordinary resident or not ordinary resident or non-resident. If the individual satisfies the basic conditions, he is called as a resident. If an individual satisfies, in addition to the basic conditions, the additional conditions specified under section 6 subsection 6 is a not a resident, ordinary resident. If the additional conditions are not satisfied, then is called as not a resident, and if the basic condition is not satisfied, then he is called as a non-resident. So as far as the problem is concerned, in the last class we saw a problem how to determine the residential status. Today let us see another problem, that is Mr. Chinmay, after serving for 30 years, after staying in India for 30 years, went to USA on 29th January 2017. That means in the previous year 2016-17 he left India, and thereafter he returns to India in June 2019. In June 2019 means we have to take it as June 2019. You are asked to determine the resident status of Mr. Chinmay for the previous year 2019-20 previous year, or for the assessment year 2020-21. Once again I remember the previous year for your study purpose. The previous year is 2019-20 and assessment year 2020-21. How to determine the resident status for the previous year 2019-20? First you should write the previous year, that is 2019-20, and stay in India during the previous year. How many days? From 1st June 2019 to 31st March 2020, because the previous year 2019-20 commences from 1st April 2019 and ends on 31st March 2020. So during this period, how many days he was stayed in India? That is from 1st June 2019 to 31st March 2020. That means June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31, January 31, February 29, and March 31. So totally how many days? 305 days. 305 days. During the previous year 2019-20, Mr. Chinmay stayed in India for 305 days. The first basic condition which is specified under section 6 subsection 1 is fulfilled to become a resident. Hence he is a resident for the previous year 2019-20. Next, if he is a resident, we should determine whether he is a ordinary resident or not ordinary resident. For determining the not ordinary resident or ordinary resident, we have to apply the additional condition, that is, he must be a resident for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years, and he has been in India for a minimum period of 730 days in 7 preceding previous years. So these are the additional conditions specified under section 6 subsection 6. If Mr. Chinmay satisfies both of the additional conditions, then he may be called as resident, but ordinarily resident. So 2000 preceding 10 years, that is from 2009-10 to 2018-19. Preceding previous year means the 10 previous years from the relevant previous year 2019-20. ಸೊ ರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ 2019-20 ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ 10 ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಪ್ರಿಸಿಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಡಿಂಗ್ 7 ಪ್ರಿಸಿಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ 7 ಪ್ರಿಸಿಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ 2009-10 to 2018-19 he was in India up to 29th January 2017. That means he was a resident for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years. That is, in 2009-10 previous year, that means 1st April 2009 to 31st March 2010, he was in India, and 9-10 he was in India, 10-11 he was in India, 11-12, 12-13, 13-14. So it is more than 2 years. First additional condition says that he must be resident for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years and 730 days in 7 preceding previous years. Let's also 18-19, 17, 18, 16, 17, 15, 16, 14, 15 and 13, 14. So during 7 preceding previous years he has been in India for 730 days. It is also satisfied. If he stayed in India continuously for 2 years, this condition is satisfied. So both of the additional conditions are satisfied in addition to the basic condition. Hence, for the previous year 2019-20 relevant to the assessment year 2020-21, Mr. Chinmay is a resident but ordinarily resident but ordinarily resident. So Mr. Chinmay, he was in India during the previous year 2019-20 for a period of 305 days. The first basic condition specified under section 6 subsection 1 is satisfied by him to become a resident. To become a ordinary resident, he has to satisfy the additional conditions specified under section 6 subsection 6. They are: he must be resident for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years, and he has been in India for a minimum period of 730 days in 7 preceding previous years. Hence, Mr. Chinmay satisfies the basic conditions and both of the additional conditions to become a ordinarily resident. So this is the working notes. And you have to write the explanation why he is a resident and what are the conditions for deciding non-resident or not resident, and finally the answer. What was he in the previous year 2019-20 or the assessment year 2021. Next, the second problem. Chiru left India for the first time on 20th September 2018 for employment purpose in Denmark. He came to India during the previous year 2019-20, that's on 5th May 2019 for only for 150 days. That means during the previous year 2019-20, Mr. Chiru was in India only for 150 days. Determine his residence status. So again see here, previous year 2019-20 and stay during the previous year in India for 150 days that is given in the problem. Now apply the provisions. Section 6 subsection 1 says that basic condition A. He has been in India for 182 days or more during the previous year. This condition is not satisfied. Or B. He has been in India for 365 days in 4 preceding previous years. 4 preceding previous years means excluding this relevant previous year, immediate previous years, that is 2018-19, 2017-18, 2016-17 and 2015-16. He has been in India for 365 days and in 4 preceding previous years plus 60 days in the relevant previous year. 60 days in the relevant previous year. But for these 60 days, there is an exception. If an individual leaves for employment purpose abroad, then B condition says that 365 days in 4 preceding previous years and 182 days instead of 60 days. 182 days instead of 60 days. So, in B condition, that is 365 days in 4 preceding previous years and 182 days in the relevant previous year is also not satisfied by Mr. Chiru. If an individual leaves India for employment purpose, then instead of 60 days, we have to consider 182 days in condition B. Though he resides in India for 365 days in 4 preceding previous years, but he has not been in India for 182 days. The condition says that 365 days in 4 preceding previous years and 182 days in the relevant previous years. So the first condition is also not satisfied, and also second condition is also not satisfied by Mr. Chiru to become a resident. Hence, if the basic conditions are not satisfied, then he is called as non-resident. So for the previous year 2019-20, relevant to the assessment year 2020-21, Mr. Chiru was a non-resident. Mr. Chiru not satisfied the basic condition itself. So this is the working note. While writing the answer, first you should write name of the assessee, that is Mr. Chiru. Next, previous year 2019-20, next assessment year 2020-21, and residence status. What was he during the previous year? Non-resident. Next, give explanation. Mr. Chiru has failed to satisfy the additional conditions specified under section 6 subsection 1 as he resides in India only for 150 days. Then, as he was left India for employment purpose, instead of 60 days, we have to consider 182 days. Both of the basic conditions, any of the basic conditions not satisfied by Mr. Chiru. Hence, for the previous year 2019-20, he becomes a non-resident. So this is the determination of the resident status of an individual.